Hello, and
it's
welcome
me,
to LionxPanda. This is
Leo, the loyal lion.
and me. I'm Colvin, the cheeky, crazy cuckoo panda. Yay! Because one C is not enough. Mwah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we missed you. So December, a lot was going on. Right, a lot of things going on. We want to do celebration, and then there's another restriction. So we maxed out on what we can. We wanted to go to New York, but I'm glad that didn't happen because Omicron is crazy now. So and then January, a lot of things went to restrictions and lockdown. So there's nothing too exciting, and I just want to have a holistic and healthy image for everyone where I'm happy, and if I am up and down, I want to be reflexive and responsive, but highlighting the silver lining and the beauty in everything, right? That's where Leo the loyal lion comes in because he's a stabilizer and he compliments me. But topic number one is we're going to talk about the January highlight because it's like a monthly summary vlog, one part of his monthly diaries, and he's going to start with.
So basically, happy 2022. This is our first vlog entry.
2022, yes. I wait for him to I have some videos in the background, but I want him to participate, and then I'll put in my reels.
Okay. So basically, we're gonna cover some of our January highlights.
Yes.
So over the Christmas holidays and into New Year, we went to the Blue Mountain. You know, Blue Mountain is
right before everything closed.
Yes. So Blue Mountain is fine. It's still basically when it was available for skiing. That weekend there was plenty of snow because a lot of it's man-made, so not an issue there. And the Blue Mountain Village was open, so we walked around through there. It was quite nice. It's nice to go around that area. Haven't been back in a very, very long time, and the last time we went together was in summer. So very wintry. We ate hot chocolate and ice cream, that sort of thing. What else? We bought. I bought for myself and my parents. Like, what's it
Blueberry
called?
pepper hot sauce.
Exactly. So that was quite unique. Daniel, Coleman's godbrother, also got another hot sauce for one of his friends. He likes that. So he was
very pineapple-y.
Yeah, you got a pineapple version, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
Yes. Yeah. So he joined us. He was our driver to the hotel. So yeah, when we stayed over at hotel, we learned actually quite a bit about each other. And finally, after actually Coleman knowing him for a decade, he finally realized a revelation. Basically, one, he's actually not as cheap as we thought because he is only looking out for the lowest common denominator in his friend circle, which is quite low, actually. So we kind of associated that with him, but it's actually entirely not true. So since we went with him alone, he's actually expressed the capacity that, he'd rather pay a bit more to get something. Like, he will front it himself if we can get something nicer. And it's actually what he wants, basically. He's fine with it, actually. So we know now, going for
that we need a separate room to ourselves. And then he has a den or a bed, or a sofa bed to himself. But it has to be an enclosed space that he's not a part of. Because in the same room, he is such a light sleeper that any noise will wake him up, and he needs more privacy, he needs more seclusion. And
for sleeping, I think he's fine dealing with us actually when he's awake. I think it's just basically he doesn't need the seclusion for any other reason than just the sleeping. He's fine to be there basically because he brought his laptop too, so he played Genshin Impact a little bit while we were there. So as he actually enjoyed his time, I'm sure, relaxing in the hotel. It's just that because his bed is so close to our bed, he could hear us snore. And for him, and Colvin was like too loud.
But I stayed up the whole day, but it didn't matter. He's because of my light and because of Leo snoring, he couldn't sleep, period. I purposely stayed up that night
to keep him company.
No, because I wanted him to sleep, but he wasn't able to sleep regardless. So then, eventually, after breakfast, I went to sleep anyways. But it was like, if the guy's not going to sleep, I'm going to sleep at least for a few hours.
right?
Yeah.
He, mind you, if he is tired enough, he will sleep, but he has to get to that point.
He has to
And
get
I
to that
don't
point.
think he reached that point on the first day till like almost like till where we were gone. He slept, I think, a little bit, but not.
Yes, after
I heard
very
him.
loud.
I did hear him snore too. He's not too loud, but he did.
Yeah,
But
but
it's more like after I woke up, then he started sleeping. Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
But apparently the two friends that he goes on trips with and he does have sleepovers in the same room, apparently they don't snore. Which is like, wow, I don't know many
They're
people
apparently
that
silent,
don't snore.
which is so different from me and Colin.
Yes, and different from most people I know.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I guess most people have some cloggage
Some
in
kind
their
of
nose.
even if they don't snore as loud as I do, they make some kind of noise, right? And he's just surprising, right? Because like, but the thing is, he has sleeping issue even at home sometimes. Like his parents have to sleep in different rooms across from him, like away from him. If there's someone snoring right to the room next to him, he might even struggle with that. If they don't, that's why he has to like soundproof his walls in his room. Which what hotel room is going to put all these like mats on the wall, soundproofing your wall, right? Because most people are not that light sleeper, but he's apparently like really a light sleeper.
Well, he mentioned at his home, his room is like at the diagonal end of his parents' room, so he can't. Because of that reason, he can't hear his dad sleeping or making noise on the other side of the floor. But otherwise, he would. So that's why it kind of works in their home. But we have another thing. We actually watched the new Matrix Resurrections
With him,
while we were at the hotel, which was nice. I have watched all three of the original Matrix, and this one I think is more built for the fans. It's not gonna make. I don't think
so convoluted and so
you would get it if you watch all three. If you watch all three movies, and apparently you're supposed to read the books too, then you would get the storyline. I got it. I understood, but I was like, oh, okay. They wanted to work it from this angle. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily pay to go watch this. I would probably wait till it's on like a streaming service of some sort before getting it. But yeah, I think it's worth a look if you watch all the first three.
Yeah.
But I don't recommend it unless you've watched the first three. I personally do not recommend it.
It kind of had this Inception feeling without being Inception. I really liked Matrix number 1. That one was amazing. This one referred back to Matrix number 1 for like a third, if not half the movie. And then there's a lot of big names droppers, right? There's like Neil Patrick Harris from How I Met Your Mother and like... But yes, it was very convoluted. It was very hard to understand who it was. Yes, Jonathan Groff. Oh my gosh, I have brain fart. So the guy's name is Jonathan Groff, right? He was in Glee, and he's also in The Spring Awakening with Leo Michelle, who are both in Glee as well, and Spring Awakening. So yes, that movie, I wouldn't have watched it directly, but because we were at a hotel and we wanted to watch movies and everything was open, so why not? But okay, and next.
Okay, so after that, our families got sick. Well, my family at least. My dad first, coughing, and then my mom. And in between that, Colin got sick too. So.
I was actually haven't gotten sick for 3 to 4 years, but for some reason, I didn't even realize that his parents were sick. I just come visit like 2-3 times a week, and I might have, in that close proximity, caught it, and I was like sick for a week. So I'm not sure how his parents were not sick, that as far as I wasn't really aware, but I was not feeling well for a week, and I had to take this Tuesday, like his mom's birthday, off because I was coughing.
Well, that is like it's not that bad for
my chest.
Overall, I think it's not that bad in terms of like how it could have been. Mm-hmm. But for his role where you're on the phones, constantly coughing doesn't really work.
It wasn't that bad. If it wasn't any other job,
if it was a physical job, I don't think it'd be an issue. But if you're talking to people, they're constantly coughing. It's just counterproductive.
No, but then because of the pandemic, you have to take a day off anyways. Most coworkers don't want to work with someone who's constantly coughing. Even if I was wearing a mask, it's still like because if you're sick, you're just told not to.
They'll kind of ask you to like stay home.
Stay home.
Yeah. So overall,
because I was working from home and in my own room, the first week I was sick, I actually worked all the way through. I just worked the first few days I was sick. I just worked half my shift, and then I still made it up in the latter part of the month. I got it, but I really like the fact that most of my team members all congratulated and all praised me and all acknowledged this for me, because this is my biggest file and then my biggest win, and it was great that people took this pretty seriously and asked me how I did it. So I was like, yay.
Yeah, so congratulations on that.
Thank you. I know, because when I shared this with my god brother, I realized I have so much I need to work with, because I'm his like older god brother. He always pegs me as doing more successful and better, but he doesn't realize that my life is not linear upwards. My life is a roller coaster. It's recently, due to some factors, it has been projecting higher, and soon I will catch up and be over like most people again. But the last year or two, because of COVID, I'm not doing sales or as much tutoring or whatever, so I have lost like 1 or 2 streams of income, because my personality requires more in-person experiential like appearance, right? Like my persona or who I am. I really like to interact with in-person environment. So I lost 15, 20 just from 20K just from that. So, and because you don't have to work out at the office, you save money on gas, so there's that kind of leeway. I save money from gas, but I do miss the whole social aspect of working at the office and working in sales and in-person experiences, because I used to be a brand ambassador, I used to promote stuff, and I don't do that anymore. I used to have like 2-3 jobs at the same time, and then you know what I mean. And so now that I'm not using that, it's just weird. I have much more time, but because I guess I influenced him, now he is the one doing 2 jobs, and I'm going to start finding myself finding 2-3 jobs again if I can. But I'm proud that at least one of us is doing that, because we need that so that we can fund our engagement, which is still hopefully when. I know, but let's wrap it up. So it's going to be August 26th. So hopefully we have been saving 400, 500 every month each person, so that by the time it's our engagement, it's going to be fabulous. Okay, so that's a summary of January, from Blue Mountain sickness to work situation. I think that's good, and we watched movies here and there, but the biggest flop of this month was Matrix. And then we also watched Brave, and we also watched The Lost City of Atlantis, and we're going to binge a lot of Disney Plus, because now we have a promotion for a whole year free. So we're going to binge, but like our binging is just like once a week, like every week.
Well, now at least with a year promotion, I'm not like actually saying now it's like I can watch it more leisurely, because I know it's there for a year, right? Versus like, oh my god, I have to watch all these different things. And I was like, okay, now I at least have a few streaming services that I keep permanently. So the two ones now that I'll have is Crave and this one that are permanent for a while, basically. The others, like Netflix, I just get like once every little while, whenever I want to watch them. Yeah. Spotify I keep permanently. YouTube Premium I keep permanently. Those are good because my mom uses YouTube Premium. Spotify I do listen to music
every day. She uses YouTube Premium every day.
Yeah, so it's good value. She uses the iPad every day, so that's good value too, right? So, all right. So that's good.
That sums up, and thank you so much for listening to our spiel. And I think you got the gist of what happened this month. There's a lot of up and down, and in the middle of this month, it wasn't that happy. That's why we had like a whole hiatus. I literally like lost my voice. You will have some videos of me losing my voice and coughing. If you want to watch that, you can.
Okay.
It'll be linked afterwards. But this one, I've mostly more or less recovered, and I have him to enjoy the day with, for better or for worse, but mostly for the better after I nag a bit.
All right.
Because I like to be transparent and honest. I'm sorry. I'm not pretentious.
All right, everyone. It's happy to see you.
Hello, Prashan. Thank you for joining us. And we did this because of the empathetic Siamese, empathetic Hibachi, and the joyful Siamese. I just blended the two, but they're actually 2 of my closest friends, but they're 2 different people.
All right.
Okay, bye now.
Bye now.